Hello, friends. We're on Dharma Talk Tuesday. I'm so happy to be here with you today. This is a big week in the history of astrology and astronomy and energetic manifesting. So I'm going to share with you what you need to know about the 8-8 Prosperity Gateway, what it even is, to help you with your manifesting this week. So first of all, let me just say this is a very unique time in history. There has never been and there will not be another time like this for a long time. I don't know the exact number, but it's definitely a rare opportunity manifesting wise. I'm really excited to dive into that with you. And the thing about that, let me just say, is regardless of whether you believe in the planets and the stars affecting your life, it's happening. It is happening. It is relevant. It is happening. It is affecting you. So you might as well ride the wave. I mean, have you ever noticed that if there's a new moon or a full moon or an eclipse that your energy feels different? Or have you ever noticed that technology really does break down and communication really does break down during a Mercury retrograde? And the thing is, I'm just going to be really clear. I'm not all about being a victim when these situations come up. I'm about using the energy flow, using the astrological conditions to be empowering, to actually leverage and ride the wave of what you're being presented with, because you can make lemonade out of any lemons of a situation. And if there's something that's happening that's even what's happening on Thursday, which is 8-8, that is really high vibe and exciting, I want you to take advantage of it. I want to see you win. I want to see, why not have things be a little bit easier for a change? You know what I'm saying? Hearts and likes, if that sounds kind of exciting to you. So that's what I want to talk to you about today. I also want to tell you about an upcoming opportunity, a free training that I'm doing this week. So I sent out a free training last week, which was a replay, and it was so cool to see so many people watch it and learn from it and take action on it. That was oh my gosh, that was awesome. It's called the Wealth Portal. And so what I'm teaching this week is about what we're talking about today. So let me just dive right in. So 8-8, Thursday, it is something called the Lion's Gate Portal. So the Lion's Gate Portal is something that happens every year, but there are some attributes to this year that have it be different. Now, I don't normally talk astrology and all of that kind of stuff on this Dharma Talk Tuesday, but the reason I'm talking about it right now is because if there's something that's happening that's really going to affect your manifesting, then that's something I want you to know about. So that's why we're talking about it today. So I'm going to get very sciencey, astrological with you today. If that's your jam, then get excited. If it's not your jam, know that I don't usually go there with you on Dharma Talk Tuesday, but it's just too exceptional of a situation not to this time. So as you're hopping on, say hello. Say hello, hello, hello. Happy to see you today. And all right, the Lion's Gate Portal, says Katori. Hi, Katori. Yes, yes, yes. All right. And if you know anyone who this topic would seem interesting to, go ahead and hit the share button or comment below and tag them so that they can be a part of this conversation as well. All right, here we go. So the Lion's Gate Portal, 8-8, happens every single year. I mean, obviously every year there is an August 8th. That's not unique and different. The thing that's unique and different about this year is the fact that we're coming off this really strong energy in July of all of these eclipses and retrogrades and stuff like that. And even more importantly, right now, as we're going into that portal time frame, Jupiter and Venus are in alignment as well. And Jupiter is the planet of luck and Venus is the planet of love. And so what that means, it's pretty self-explanatory. If you have luck and love behind you in your manifesting and in your prosperity and in the flow of whatever you're feeling called to create right now, that is worth celebrating and that is worth paying attention to. And where your attention goes, energy flows. So if your attention is going to gratitude for what's working, people love being right. So if you're collecting evidence of that really worked, that was awesome, that worked really well, you actually start to see more of that. You're programming your mind to see more of that. And what you can expect is to see a lot of that type of thing happening. Synchronicity, things lining up, opportunities falling into your lap. That's the kind of stuff that you can expect to see over the next couple of weeks. Specifically, this ends August 12th. So the peak is August 8th. This ends August 12th. It actually started July 26th. The other interesting thing about this particular portal this year is that right now represents the end of one cycle in history. Actually, not even just one, several cycles in history. And I'm not going to dive too much into the math on this, but Greg Braden talks about it. If you watch his show, Missing Links on Gaia TV or anything like that, he dives into it. But like the Mayans even predicted, and by Mayans, I don't mean my clients, like in Maya Money Alignment Yoga Academy. I mean the actual Mayans that, lived a really long time ago. They actually predicted this time in history that it's, some people talk about it as like apocalyptic or cataclysmic, and it doesn't actually, you don't need to think about it that way. You can actually think about it as an opportunity. It's simply a change of energy, a change of vibration on the planet. You're probably already feeling it. Like if you're tuned in and sensitive, you're probably already feeling and noticing there's some stuff that's happening. The energy is accelerating, like things are happening around you. Like either you're taking proactive action to create transformation and shifts, or you're being kicked in the butt with the 2x4 to like motivate you into action, to like push you into action. We can always go one way or the other. I've had both. And so it's a crucial time in history, like in humankind's history, that we're at this crux. We're at like a what's it called? A cusp. Let's call it a cusp. It's a cusp between the old consciousness and the new consciousness, which I've done Dharma Talk Tuesdays on old and new consciousness before, so I'm not going to go into that right now. But here's the thing. It's sort of like, remember in Finding Nemo when the turtles were talking about the EAC, the East Atlantic Current? It's like there's a window of time right now until August 12th where you have an opportunity to hop on the EAC. And what that means is it's sort of like you're hopping on the highway, the manifesting highway. So like you can try to keep swimming through the ocean using your own strength and like struggling along the way and exhausting yourself. Or you can hop on the EAC. In other words, you can hop into the 8-8 portal, the Lionsgate portal, and optimize your effort and energy and time and not try to like work so hard that you end up burning out unnecessarily. I'm not against hard work, by the way. I'm not against like really putting in the hours. I just think that there's no reason to do it inefficiently. Like if there's a wave you can ride, why not ride the wave and optimize your energy and time so that you can spend like energy in your life on family or other things that other than your career that are, exciting to you. So, okay, let's talk about what's happening. I took some notes here because there's just a lot of technical stuff that I didn't want to screw up. So here's how this works. You're planting seeds right now. Starting July 26th, you started planting the seeds. Whether you realized it or not, you started planting seeds. So the cool thing now, those of you that are watching live or on the replay, is that you can start planting seeds more consciously. So there's power in being conscious, right? And so now that you're aware, you can start planting seeds more consciously. Then the question is, what kind of seeds are you planting? What kind of seeds are you planting? Are you planting seeds that are going to sprout into fruit that's going to be edible and delicious and serve you in your life and support you for years and years and years to come? Or are you planting seeds of more of the same, of frustration, of I can't, of reasons why you can't, or more holdback or limitations or things like that? Your seeds will sprout and come to fruition. Like all of that effort will culminate in 2021. And so I know it seems a little ways away, but it'll be here before you know it. And in 2021, you'll be able to look back at this time and say, everything I'm reaping the harvest of right now is a result of the seeds that I planted during the Lionsgate portal of 2019, which again is July 26th until August 12th. And then the peak of it is August 8th. The thing about eights, let me just highlight this super quickly, is that eights, remember you turn it on its side, it's obviously an infinity symbol. So in numerology, 8 is infinity. It's infinite possibilities. You know, if you have a dream and if you have a calling and if you have like that inspiration on your heart, like a vision on your heart, whether you're doing it or not, you can't actually create it without infinite thinking, without possibility thinking. Because otherwise, if you're in the space of limitation, you're going to keep hitting your ceiling. And do you know who is responsible and in charge of whether you hit your ceiling or not? It's you. And so on 8-8, you're actually going to have an easier level, like a more easeful level of access to infinite possibility for you, for your dream, for your vision that God gave you. So on 8-8, Thursday, this coming Thursday, it's like soon. And so it doesn't matter if you're not totally clear on what your vision is or if you know exactly what your vision is. Either way, that's an accelerator button for you. That's an opportunity for you to hit the EAC, East Atlantic Current, like I said, in Finding Nemo, and hit this flow of accelerating your results, creating bigger results, shedding old limitations and finding it easier to access. It's like you'll have boop, idea, boop, idea, boop, idea, like little blossoms of ideas that'll help you with your next level, your next cut. It'll give you access to the infinite, the quantum realm, the all things are possible. Okay, so, let's see, what else do I want to say? So this is about new beginnings, new cycles. There's a whole new cycle starting in the universe and on the planet. What else do I want to talk about? I should probably mention that in honor of this and in acknowledgement of this, I'm going to be doing a free live stream in my Dharma Queens Facebook group on Thursday at 1 p.m. Pacific. And the point of this is to give you a space to manifest, to hold space for you to manifest. And also go deeper on this topic because you really have two choices right now. You really have two choices. And the two choices are, number one, do nothing with this information and keep doing what you're doing, which may or may not work up until a point, or to do something with this information, to empower yourself with knowledge and education so that you can do something with this information and like jump timelines, move things faster, clear out blocks that you've been working on and fighting for years and let them go forever so that you can finally step into who you are authentically, who you're meant to be, where you want to go. You only live once, and this is your opportunity. You have two choices. You either keep doing the same thing or you take advantage of this knowledge and you do something with it. So on Thursday, we're going to be diving more into this together. Totally free. It's going to be in the Dharma Queens Facebook group. So all you need to do is join the Dharma Queens Facebook group if you're not already a member. And we're going to be live at 1 p.m. Pacific. So I'll post that link there when I'm done. So bring your friends. Bring your friends. All right. So let me just talk about this for just a second. So if your choice, hearts and likes, if your choice is to do something with this information, to use it to inspire you, to propel you forward, to accelerate your results, to shed old limitations, to refuel your dreams, hearts and likes, if you're ready for that, if you're excited about that and you want to learn more, woo! Okay, so here's what it takes. Here's what it takes to take advantage of the Wealth Portal. It takes being present. Not the Wealth Portal. I'm so programmed in the Wealth Portal, which is what I was just focusing on last week. This is the Prosperity Portal, the 8A, the Lionsgate Portal. Okay, so it takes being really present. So if you're distracted and on your phone and you're like worried and anxious about the future or the past, you are going to miss what God is trying to show you, the signs. It's so funny. I was talking to my sister yesterday, and she was sharing with me that she's been praying for a sign about something. And she ended up speaking with a guide about it. And the guide said, I just cleared off my whole table, and then like a white feather showed up in this bowl. And she was like, that wasn't there before. I cleared this whole table off. And what my sister said was, she's been seeing white feathers all over her room for weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks. And her pillows are not down. but these random white feathers have been showing up inside her room. It's like she's been asking for a sign, but wasn't looking at it. And she said, she was like, oh my God, the sign has been showing up for me for weeks and weeks and weeks, and I missed it. So that's what'll happen if you're not being present. So thank God she connected with someone who, could direct her in the right direction. But how powerful would it be to not need that and to just be present? Because your signs and your everything, literally everything that you need is already around you and within you. And it's just up to you to see it. Like you have to decide that you want to see it. So you got to be present to it. So listen for the things people are saying to you. Look for opportunities, like look up and out, because things are going to be popping into your realm and your world and your experience that are designed to support you, and don't turn your back on those things. Like be present to them. Another thing that's going to be happening through this particular portal is like you will be, a lot of the websites and the sources that talk about this, the information they talk about embodying your soul. And what that really means to me is seeing yourself the way that God sees you. That's really what I think that means. And so I'm just sharing this with you all honestly and authentically. Like that's my interpretation. So because I'm very focused on God, and so it's like that's the filter through which I see that, right? And so one of the things that's going to be happening, and I personally feel it's already happening. I feel it for sure. In Hearts and Lights, maybe you feel it too. It's like if you're embodying your soul, if you're becoming more embodied, what that means is that you're starting to get it. Like you're starting to see yourself. You're starting to really remember and recognize who you really are as an image of God, as a divine creation, versus seeing yourself as your circumstances or your limitations or anything but the reflection of God, right? And so that's something that's happening right now, which is powerful, because if you see yourself that way, again, you can access the infinite. You're in the space of I can do anything is possible, and you believe it. It's not just fucking words, like you really believe it. And you everything you do is consistent with that belief. Okay, another thing that happens with this is that we are entering a storm at this point in history. So a recession is on its way. If you look at the Dow Jones, it's gone down 800 points. The Fed is reducing interest rates. Like things are happening that are indicating that we are entering into a recession at some point in the future. And so either, again, two choices. You either can be taken out by the storm and be a victim to that circumstance, or you can look at the fact that I'm giving you this information now. Like God is trying to give you this information now, and you can do something about it. You can do something with it. And so what's going to happen for someone who's riding this wave with me and taking advantage of this information is that you're going to be ready for the storm. Like you're going to feel the storm, you're going to notice it, but you're going to be ready for it. You're going to be armed. You're going to be totally calm and centered and peaceful when the recession hits, when people around you are panicking, when everyone else is losing their cool. You're going to be centered and peaceful and empowered and fine. So that's another thing that's something to look forward to if you're riding this particular wave. What else did I write down that's important? Yes, you won't be taken by surprise, basically is what I was saying. So here's some important skills that you get to embody as as part of a commitment to ride the wave of this portal. Number one, you learn how to shift quickly. So for example, for me, do I get triggered? Do I still get triggered? Of course I do, but I shift fast. Shift. I'm not wallowing in the feeling forever. I'm next. Okay, what's next? I'm good. What's next? Not in a spiritual bypass kind of way, but in a authentically I'm fine. Let's keep going kind of way. Handled. Fine. Let's go kind of way. You get to have a clear vision. So something that this is going to help you with is it's going to help you clarify your vision. So like I said, some of you might already have a clear vision, but if you're watching this, you might be in a space of reevaluating your vision, up-leveling your vision, or finally landing on your authentic real vision for the first time ever. So you might find that you're getting ideas right now. That's something that's happening right now. That's part of riding this wave. Another piece is that it's like having a deeper level of faith. You're being called to have a deeper level of faith, a deeper level of trust in your instincts, a deeper level of trust in God and your intuition. So those that are willing to be more energetically tuned in and sensitive are going to win in this new sort of cycle that we're moving into after this portal. Those that are still in the linear, in the factual, in the like, I have to see it to believe it kind of energy are not going to win. They're going to really struggle. They're going to really suffer during and I don't mean to prophesy in a negative way. Like, I'm just speaking the facts. Like, this is what's happening right now. So these are skills that you get to work on with yourself. Yeah, and so in that same thread, just like your ability to hear and talk to God, like your ability to operate in the supernatural as opposed to focusing on the natural is another way to look at that. Okay, so that's as much as I want to give you right now because I could go way, way, way into this, but I'm actually going to save that for the live stream. So this is a super exciting time, big opportunity energetically. Let's ride the wave together. So excited about this. So we're going to go live 1 p.m. Pacific in the Dharma Queens Facebook group on Thursday. Now let me see. I'm going to say hi to a few of you. Hello, Anya, Violetta. Hello, Karen. So funny, Karen. I saw you just hopped on and I felt you before I saw you hop on. That's so funny. Let's see. I'm going to scroll up so I can just make sure I didn't miss your comments. Katori says, what kind of astrology do you use? I don't actually get that granular with the astrology. Like, I'm not that granular right now. She says, so psyched for Thursday. I just got fired from a studio. That happens, Katori. That happens. Things are moving. What else? Katori says, let's step into our magnificent Dharma Queens Facebook page. Signs. She says, mine has been grasshoppers, taking a leap of faith, believing in myself. What a cool sign. Leaning into the resistance. All right. Cool. You are so welcome. You're so welcome. You're so welcome. If this resonated and you think others will resonate, hit the share button or comment and tag others below, because how fun is it to ride this wave with other people versus being that lonely person at the top who's successful all by yourself? Like, that's no fun. So let's all be successful together. Let's rise together. Let's take care of each other. Share and tag others so that they don't miss out on this opportunity, because once it's gone, it is gone and there won't be another chance. Okay. Sending you all so much love. Have an amazing rest of your week and I will see you on Thursday.